Hello. Slow one today. Again, spent most of the day playing Fire Emblem. The things went a little differently today. Namingly, or specifically, I played, let's see, where did I set up last night? Where's that? I think we stopped there. So, I feel like I'm forgetting a chapter. I did 5 chapters, I think. And then after the 5th one, like immediately after finishing the 5th one, I clicked something on another, like, I think I like paused the video I had playing or something, and then went to click back into the main window because sometimes it runs better like that, and it froze. It just froze, and I was not doing that fight again. So I jumped up to Radiant Dawn instead, and I'm taking a more relaxed pace to this one because I will admit, as fun as it was to absolutely steamroll early and annoying fights, it was getting old by the end. It has nothing be a challenge. So now I'm in Radiant Dawn, and the only 2 cheats I'm using is Infinite Gold and Infinite Bonus Experience. Basically what I'm doing is everyone gets Broken Forge weapons. Nothing outside of what the game is capable of creating, but definitely more than they intended you to make. By that I mean I'm not hacking the forge, I just have infinite money. And while these do make powerful weapons, they are not, you know, I still have, you know, I still end up losing characters if I don't play smart. It really just cuts down on some of the early garbage, where you may have 1 or 2 units finally find their feet, while another one that the game is insisting on you use just keeps dying every time someone looks at them, and they're supposed to be worth a damn. But Jesus. And so it's more of that the weapons are helping with, you know, getting people to follow up sooner. Things like that. Although, you know, you have to be careful because sometimes following up is not a good thing. Sometimes your frontline guy only survives because he didn't finish off that last enemy, and so he can't get attacked again this turn, you know? And with the Infinite Bonus Experience, that's just to keep the game from becoming a headache. There are some very specific instances in Chapter 3, or in Part 3, I should say, where it can get really annoying. And like, one example is, and this is actually back in Part 1 now, you get a priest at level 1. And while that's fine for the most part, priests can't do anything but heal. And therefore have a really slow drip feed experience boost. So I went ahead and just rolled her over to a bishop. It does not make her an Omega character because one, no perfect levels like I have with Path of Radiance. So, you know, the way leveling in the game works is when you level on the field, you get a random amount of stats up. So there are 8 stats that increase from regular levels. And you can get anywhere, when you level in the field, anywhere between all 8 and none of them can get, you know, a +1. Whereas when leveling in the base, you are guaranteed 3 every time, no more, no less. But that can stunt growth, because on average, unless RNG absolutely hates you, you're gonna get 2 to 5 fairly consistently in the field. Stat increases anyway. Yeah, sometimes you get screwed over, but for the most part, field levels are more desirable. And so what I'm doing is setting everyone to 99 before heading out into the field. That way, everyone that even participates in a fight will get a level. And that helps facilitate better natural growth. What I did for the priest was I rolled her on over to one, yes, let her, you know, give her, once a priest becomes a bishop, they can use light magic. So, one, I have like one more desperate option to finish something off if I need to. But more importantly, it gives her, I think she gained at least one more movement, which puts her on par with most of my other foot soldiers. Like, she was already moving like one space less than everybody else. Meaning there were plenty of times she was just one space away from being able to heal a unit that's definitely going to die. So it just made things like that more agreeable. And again, since these aren't perfect levels, she's not overpowered. She's not like some beast unit that can, like, she was in one of the resets today was because she was in tall grass and an archer just popped up out of nowhere and straight up murdered her in one shot at full HP. So, like, and the reason I bring up the tall grass, it, you know, not only does it add a point of defense, but makes you fairly significantly harder to hit. And she still took it right on the chin and died. So Another reason I like Radiant Dawn over Path of Radiance is because it introduced battle saves, where on easy and normal you can save basically a bookmark save at any point in time, which allows you to take more risks with attempting to finish off enemies with lower level characters that you kind of really need to take early on without making you need to reset the battle every time something goes wrong all the way back to the beginning. It can be seen as a crutch, which is probably why it's not available in hard mode. You can suspend your game mid-battle, like if you need to stop, you can save and quit. But when you reload it, it's gone. So that you can't abuse it. Anyway, I like being able to save a run in a roguelike. Yeah, you can stop here for now, but like if you load it back up and die, you can't just load it up again. Anyhow, tired, gonna sleep. Oh man, Dad fried pork loins today that were absolutely just really, really, really good. I don't know why I brought that up at the last minute. But there it is. Do with that information what you will. I will catch you all tomorrow. Good night.